In humans, the male discharges the sperm inside the body of the female. The sperm fuses with the ovum released from the female reproductive system to form a zygote. This zygote grows and develops inside the body of the female. Thus, we can say that fertilization in humans is internal. The organs of human reproductive system are divided into primary reproductive parts and accessory parts. The gonads or sex organs are the primary reproductive parts. The testes are the primary reproductive organs in males, and they produce the sex cells or sperms. The ovaries are the primary reproductive parts in females, and they produce eggs. Accessory reproductive parts are those structures that help in the transfer and mating of the two kinds of sex cells. This leads to fertilization, followed by growth and development of the zygote up to the birth of the baby. Let us now understand the structure and functions of male reproductive system. The male reproductive system. The main reproductive organs of the male reproductive system are a pair of testes and penis. Testes are also known as the male gonads. The other male reproductive organs are scrotum, epididymis, sperm ducts or vas deferens, seminal vesicles, associated glands, and urethra. Testes are the oval-shaped organs that lie outside the abdominal cavity of a man. They are enclosed in a small, thin, walled, muscular pouch called scrotum or scrotal sac that lie outside the abdominal cavity. Testes function efficiently at a temperature slightly below the body temperature. Hence, they are held outside the abdominal cavity and in the scrotal sac so as to provide an optimal temperature for the storage of sperms. The function of testes is to produce the sex cells or male gametes called sperms. The formation of sex cells or sperms in man begins at puberty and continues throughout his life. Testes also secrete the male hormone, testosterone. This hormone brings about changes like deeper voice, growth of thicker hair on the face in boys during puberty. The process of sperm formation is known as spermatogenesis. Each sperm is a single cell and small in size, containing all the usual cell components. Testes produces millions of sperms. The immature sperms formed in testes travel into a coiled tube called epididymis. The sperms get matured and stored temporarily in this long coiled tube. From epididymis, the sperms are carried to urethra through a long tube called vas deferens or the sperm duct. The urethra forms a common passage for both sperms and urine. Urethra carries sperms to penis, which opens outside the body. Penis is the organ of the reproductive system that delivers the sperms at the site of fertilization. Each sperm is composed of 3 parts: a head, a middle piece, and a tail. Sperms are motile and are able to move independently in the fluid medium because of the tail. They move towards the egg or female germ cell. Sperms can survive for a period of 24 to 72 hours in the female reproductive system and later die and degenerate. The female reproductive system. Ovaries, oviduct, uterus, and vagina are the main reproductive organs of a female reproductive system. Ovaries are two oval-shaped organs present inside the abdominal cavity of a woman's body. The function of ovaries is to produce eggs or ova. The process of formation of an egg cell is called oogenesis. Ovaries also secrete a hormone called estrogen, which brings about changes like feminine voice, development of mammary glands in girls during puberty. The mature egg is released from the ovary. This process is called ovulation. The egg released from the ovary goes into the oviduct or fallopian tube. The oviduct or fallopian tubes are tubes with funnel-shaped openings which cover the ovaries. The fertilization of an egg with the sperms takes place in oviduct. The oviducts connect to a bag-like structure called the uterus or womb. Uterus is a muscular organ. The growth and development of the fertilized egg takes place in the uterus. Due to strong muscles and its ability to expand and contract, the uterus can accommodate a growing baby. The uterus is connected to the vagina through a narrow muscular opening called the cervix. The vagina is a muscular tube-like structure that leads from the uterus and opens outside of the body. The vagina is the part that receives the male penis and forms the pathway through which sperms enter into the female's body. It is through the same pathway a baby comes out of the woman's body during childbirth after the completion of development inside the uterus. This is why the vagina is also called the birth canal.